Robin, we are going on a trip to your residence building. Parents' House, W.T. Craig Residence, and Residence of J.G. Dyson were early projects undertaken by Robin Gibson, constructed between 1963 to 1964, only 3 years after his return to Australia. Moreover, Parents' House won RAIA House of the Year in 1963. Those characteristics included flat roofs, large overhangs to shade walls and disciplined fenestration grids. Those projects were mainly known for the new plan type, which included an internal court and a long slender plan of the home which encourages natural light to enter all rooms. Gibson may have learnt this strategy from Karl Langer during his time studying at the University of Queensland in the early 1950s. This Gibson house was also built in 1964. On September 21, 2016, we did a visit of that house. There is an article on the magazine of Australian Home Beautiful December 1964 talks about Mountain Buterum House.
From the bedroom windows above the ground level garage and the living room windows behind the masonry pillars, at the left, there is a magnificent view over Queensland's holiday resorts of Maroochydore and Mooloolaba for the Mace family in their Mountain Buterum House, designed by architect Mr. Robin Gibson.
Moreover, Gibson's house just has a symmetrical floor plan with it. The Mocatta House also has a similar design with another Gibson's house. The Mocatta Residence was a project that boosted Robin Gibson's architectural career due to the critical acclaim this project received. The project won the RAIA House of the Year award in 1966. As a continuation of his architectural success during the 1960s, the Mocatta Residence saw Gibson introduce a new kind of planning type in residential dwellings, implementing wings that surrounded an internal court. This project implemented Gibson's typical flat roof design with deep fascias as well as highly disciplined fenestration. The Mocatta Residence was situated on a waterfront site, and the use of inexpensive materials such as asbestos cement sheeting the building was well survived. A renovation in 1987 altered the arrangement of the house by removing the insect screen veranda and transforming the internal courtyard into a swimming pool. This project was one of Robin Gibson's final domestic projects as he moved his architectural focus towards commercial and public projects. On September 21, 2016, we also visited another Gibson house. After year 1974, Gibson's residence building design had a significant new style. Projects include Linson Residence, Romlinson Residence, and even the Hamilton home, which intended for his brothers and sisters. In his book, Lifestyle and Built Environment, mentioned that
in 1974 he was awarded first prize in the architectural competition for the Queensland Art Gallery held by the Queensland government. He then travelled overseas again, doing extensive research and study.
During the interview with his daughter, she said,
he did a big trip to many countries, England, Denmark, Holland, United States, to look at museums and galleries.
Though the trip is for another type of building study, he may also bring it to the residential design. Due to the limited information available for this project, an accurate description of its location and material use can only be speculated from those drawings. Hamilton House is owned by James Soros, a friend of Gibson. When he told Gibson at a function one day that he was looking for an architect to design him a house, Gibson immediately volunteered his services.
This week's House of the Week at 7 Mullins Street in Hamilton. It was built in 1999. Two siblings live there, his and hers. Effectively, the house has been split into, so there's two libraries and two separate wings. It's a stunning house. As you said, the view is magnificent. It looks across the river towards Newstead, Tenerife, New Farm. It is a glorious view. It took about 12 to 15 months to build, and the architect is Robin Gibson, who was behind the design of well-known local projects.
Robin Gibson was a brilliant architect,
says owner James Soros, who is selling to downsize.
There are a lot of straight lines in the house, but not a lot of curves. The only one is the large covered terrace. I told Robin I needed 3 things in the house: an excellent sound system, a library, and somewhere to be able to hang a reasonable sized painting. He then went on to design a thoroughly outstanding home. The house also has state-of-the-art interiors, fabulously manicured gardens, and an integrated meal gas kitchen with wonderful views from each of the 4 bedrooms.
This project was born out of a remnant of a Robin Gibson cottage that existed on the site. The design, inspired by the work of Gibson, is a contemporary reinterpretation of the modernist language. The house enjoys a long, linear plan with all rooms designed to soak up winter sun, which generate Gibson's style. A turf roof covers the garaging and allows the house to ground itself into the existing contour of the land. A natural palette of zinc, tallowood, slate and travertine create a robust aesthetic that aims toward a timeless architecture. The old Gibson cottage was a well-known structure along Moggill Road that resonated with passers-by. The sustained existence of a stone pavilion in Gibson's original location maintains the house's place in the locals' memory. Architecture is about people in their everyday pursuits and their everyday activities. It is related to the spaces which people use, work in and live in during their lifetimes. Hopefully, with the creation of this complex, we have not lost sight of the reverence and respect of the past, but conscious of the reality, we have created a dream for the people of today and those in the future. He said. And he did.